Oh, everybody. Yes, you saw the title correctly. Whitebeard was the strongest at Marineford, and I'll obviously explain why. Now, some people may have thunk that Shanks was the strongest at Marineford because not only did he stop the chaos that was going to keep pursuing in Marineford, but he also stopped Kaido from going to Marineford and killing Whitebeard. Which would not have happened. Let me just say that right now. I do not think Kaido would have killed Whitebeard at all. Especially, why I think that, which I'm going to explain as well. There is also people that think that Mihawk would, be the strongest, as a lot of people have Mihawk over Shanks, which I do myself, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Shanks and Mihawk are, like, pretty close in terms of, power, but I feel like Mihawk would still win, somehow, some way, but this is not a who would win situation for Shanks and Mihawk. So we're not gonna talk about that right now. And there are people who think that Akainu was the strongest at Marineford, which isn't true at all, considering the fact that Whitebeard was the one who defeated Akainu, and yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. But here is my reason why I think that Whitebeard was the strongest at Marineford. Now, yes, Whitebeard was really, really old and really, really sick. But you have to just, you can't just be like, oh, he's just a sick, old, dying man. Doesn't matter how strong he is, it doesn't matter one bit, because he's just an old, sick man, and that's really about it. But no, that's not true at all. He is the world's strongest man, as, the world government claims, and it is very, very true. Which is not why I'm saying he's the strongest at Marineford. I mean strongest as in literally better than everyone else in Marineford. I don't mean like literally like stronger as in like muscles and strength. I don't mean that. I mean like literally him being better than everyone else in Marineford at once. And yeah, it's pretty obvious, but I feel like a lot of people just don't realize it. But Whitebeard, before he even got off of the ship, he literally got stabbed through his chest by his own crewmate, and that put him at a pretty big disadvantage. But even while him being wounded, before he even got off of the ship, he still, and I mean still, beat Akainu, which is insane. He was one man who defeated a admiral, and he was one man that was wounded severely. And even in the manga, he had half of his face like completely cut off by Akainu's attack. Like the whole half of his face was gone. And that is ridiculous. Now, I don't think I should give props to, the manga, but I'm just saying. But in the anime, only his mustache goes away. Like, half of his mustache goes away. But still, him having his entire chest, like, gone through. He has holes in his body. He has multiple cannon wounds. He has multiple stab wounds. He has a lot of injuries, and even while having that many, he still beat Akainu, which makes Akainu not the strongest. So, what makes Whitebeard stronger than Shanks? Shanks not only stopped the whole war from continuing, but he also stopped Kaido. So why isn't Shanks the strongest at Marineford? Well, it's because it's Shanks, and obviously, obviously One Piece is gonna make Shanks look like the big ol' hero and crap like that. It's obviously gonna happen, right? They're gonna have to end it off with the dude who made Luffy wanna be the Pirate King, right? Obviously, it's just for the anime standards and crap like that. It's really stupid, but that does not make him stronger or better than Whitebeard whatsoever, because Whitebeard was actually holding back the whole time during Marineford, and the reason why is pretty simple. If he went all out, if Whitebeard tried his absolute hardest, he would have actually ended up killing Ace before he could even do anything, because Whitebeard's power is already insane. His haki when he was in his prime was about the same as Roger's, but Roger's was a little bit better. But yeah, his haki was absolutely insane, and his strength was absolutely insane as well, and his devil fruit is one of the most destructive devil fruits in all of One Piece as well. So combine his insane level of skill from how old he is, right? He has a lot of knowledge, he knows really good combat skills, and he has really good stamina. He's just him, alright? Let me just say that, he's him, alright? Whitebeard is him, alright? He is Himothy him, alright? But, yeah. He was holding back the whole fight, because if Whitebeard got off and started doing like 1,000 earthquakes at a time and just rushing forward, slamming people into the ground with his weapon and doing all of that, and if he did all of that, all of Marineford would sink in an... it's gone. The Marineford would have been gone. It would have been gone. Everyone would have died. Literally everyone would have died. I'm not even exaggerating. If Whitebeard went all out, everyone would have died. No one would have survived in Marineford if Whitebeard went all out, because he would have sunk Marineford literally in an instant if he went all out. And because there's so many devil fruit users, they would just fall into the sea and they would drown and they would die. I'm telling you, it is actually insane. But Whitebeard, even while holding back, he managed to push through and gain several injuries on his body, and he still defeated an admiral. And even while defeating an admiral, he still was able to stand up, still injured by the way, and had almost defeated Blackbeard. He actually almost defeated Blackbeard, but because he got shot one last time, it was over. Like he got shot one last time by his former son, and because the pain of his own son hurting him, and the pain of the bullet, of course, caused so much that he wasn't able to react very well. And then Blackbeard just, absolutely just said, "Kill him, guys!" And then everyone showed up and just absolutely massacred him. But even then, he still stood proud, and not a single wound was on his back, because he's him. He is him, guys. But yeah, that is why Whitebeard was the strongest at Marineford. Like, he's literally just the strongest at Marineford. Like, if Prime Whitebeard went at Marineford, even if Prime Whitebeard went to Marineford and held back, it would be too much, and I still think Marineford would have literally immediately sunk if Prime Whitebeard went there. But even while old Whitebeard was there, he was still the strongest there because he was holding back the whole time, because he did not want to kill everyone in his vicinity accidentally. So yeah, Whitebeard is him. Whitebeard is Himothy him.